Hello everybody. This is the introduction to what to do during week 5, module 5. Last week we had access and we just had the one chapter of that. And that's, well, for a variety of reasons. One, time. We really don't have enough time to go too much in depth into it. You can literally teach an entire class on access. Two, there's also the concern about Mac users. You can't have access on a Mac at all. So anyone who has a Mac can't do like assignments and stuff in there. So we can't really do a huge amount in there. And three, it's just honestly, it's really good application. It's very good about teaching how databases and stuff work. It's just not as widely used as everything else in most cases. So for like college students, honestly, Word, Excel, PowerPoint would be far more useful to go through. So this week we move into Excel. Now, there will be a bit of a lecture video to go through, just showing you the ins and outs of Excel. And then, of course, we have assignments. And, of course, the dates may vary depending on when you're watching this video, but we have chapter work. It's very much just like the previous sections where you click on it, you run it. It's got all the text, and then you'll see the little training assignments and stuff like that. I'll pull it up real quick so you can see. Here we go. So you'll see. I've got one item on this page, 5 on this page, and then none on a couple of these others. You can kind of, the ones that count are the ones with the numbers. So you simply just have to kind of read through it, and there is what you have to do. Show me, guide me, let me try. As usual, I would encourage you to do the show me at the very least. A lot of people, oh, I think I can do this. They click the let me try and find out that they can't do it. If you at least watch what they're asking you to do, usually you don't have any issues. If you do run into an issue or something, like it's just not working right or something, I would say about 90% of the time it's probably because you're just not doing it right. If you watch the show me, do it exactly as they show it, then you should be fine. Of course, if you get stuck on anything, I'm more than happy to help. But the let me try is the one that's going to count. So you just have to go through the page and do those. And as you do, you'll get marked, showing that you've actually finished it. And then the score will, of course, load up on Canvas. Now, we also have training assignments, which you'll see here. Very similar to the PowerPoint, to the Access. And there will be one project. Now, in the PowerPoint, I believe, the first one they asked for, I forget what it was called, creative something. They wanted you to click on something that doesn't exist and adjust the page, the very final slide with the pages and the picture. And that doesn't exist in our version of Office, so you can ignore that and essentially won't lose any points. The second one was like you had to insert this cutout Anthony guy, but he doesn't exist, and it doesn't really care if you pick another one. So things like that are a little bit annoying, but they're not going to affect your grade. You should not have that issue with this. It's an Excel file. It should be the same no matter what. Everything they ask you to do, you should be able to do regardless. You just have to make sure that you are going to the right page or doing the right thing that they're asking for. And of course, as you go down, they will show you kind of what it's going to look like as you do it. And they even show you what the sheet should look like at the end if you did everything right. And that's what these little pictures are. If you can't really see that, well, you can Control plus if you want. It's still a little blurry, but you can kind of get I'll minus back out, a rough idea of what it wants you to do. And of course, just like the previous projects, you're done, you upload it, grade it, and you can do this 50 times. If by chance, you mess up, fix it, turn it back in again. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward as far as that goes. And you get 50 attempts. People who are in my physical class, I always tell, they always ask me, how do I get my file at home? Well, you can just submit it. You get 50 tries, and whatever you submit, you can download again from that page. So that's probably the easiest way to honestly move it around. The other way would probably be a flash drive. You could also email it to yourself. Of course, if you're doing this at home, it's just on your own computer. It doesn't really matter. Just make sure you know where your files are. The common error people run into is they will save maybe 2 or 3 versions of this file somewhere, and they can't upload it. Some will save it to their OneDrive. Don't save it to OneDrive. Save it to your documents or something. OneDrive is essentially an online like storage drive. When you go to like upload, it can't see it usually, so you won't be able to actually upload a file if you save it from there. I mean, you can open it and download it and do that stuff from your computer, but you can't upload it via the little web upload screen. It has to be on your computer, desktop, documents, wherever you want to keep it. But that is the gist of what you're doing this week. It's quick introduction into Excel. We have one more week of that after this, and then we move into midterms. And then it is Word for the entire rest of the semester. So if you have any questions or anything like that, please let me know. Otherwise, that is it.